Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine. Students, today I am going to show you that how we can draw a diagram in MS Word, although it is not included in your book, but it is very important to know or to learn that how you can draw a diagram in MS Word while producing any document. Like for example, I will for this purpose I will take the example of the topic that is refraction, which is in your general science book on page 92. I have the picture of that page. Maybe you have covered this topic in general science class, that is refraction. Here in this topic you can see that the heading is given, that is refraction, with the heading number, that is 9.1, and after that a paragraph is given which explains the concept of refraction, and at the end there is a diagram in which a glass slab is shown and the light ray is passing through that transparent glass, and it shows the phenomena of refraction. But the question is that how we can draw this diagram in MS Word. So I'm going to show you that how we can draw this diagram in MS Word. So let me minimize this picture. First of all, we have to make a new MS Word document. Give it any name like ABC. Open this document. For example, here we are going to draw the diagram. First of all, inside the insert tab we have the option of shapes. Click on this and select the rectangle, because we can see in that diagram that it requires a rectangle to represent a glass slab. So select shapes, and inside the shapes select rectangle. You can place that rectangle anywhere, and later on you can adjust the size of the rectangle. Now we can see that this rectangle is not a transparent one, it is filled with blue color, so I can change it. Once you place the shape inside the page, so the format tab will appear, and inside the format tab there are several options which are related to the formatting of this shape. So here you can see shape fill. I will click on it, the drop down menu will appear, and I will select no fill. I don't want to fill this rectangle with any color. Further, if you see, the boundary is a blue colored boundary, so that is called outline. Click on the outline, make it black. Further, if you want to increase the weight of the line or the boundary, so you can also do this. This is how we can insert the rectangle. Further, now there are lines which represents the light ray, which are further categorized as incident ray, refracted ray, and emergent ray. Okay. And further there are dotted lines which are called normal. For that reason, go to the insert tab, again shapes, and inside the shapes you can find the rays or the arrows which are required. Okay, let me draw the normal first. select a line, draw a normal. Normal is always perpendicular to the surface of the glass slab or to the surface of the transparent material. From here you can select black one, outline. See, you can make this arrow as a dashed one, just like that. So it has become a dashed line which represents the normal in your book. Now we have to insert the arrows which represents the light ray. First arrow, make it a black one, and then insert a simple line. You can also select from here when this format screen appears. So at the point of incident and make it a black line. Try to make them in a straight line. Okay, further when they are refracted, again we need an arrow. So here you can find an arrow. It will refract towards the normal. This one, again simple line. And then the emergent ray, for that we need an arrow. So you can also get that arrow from the insert tab inside the shapes. Here the light ray is passing from denser medium to the rarer medium, so it will refract away from the normal. You are already aware of this concept if you have covered this topic in your general science class. And then a simple line. Make it a short arrow as shown in the figure. Then select a line. Emerge it away from the normal. Okay. Now we have to label this diagram. One thing more which is required here, that we need a dotted line make it a dashed line. Okay. Further we have the angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So we can do this. Go to the insert tab, inside the shape, find the curve. Here we have the arc. Make it rotate. have to make it adjust at the exact position. Okay. So that shows the angle of incidence. So for putting that, I go to the insert tab, shapes. Here you can see the text box. Click on it and place it over here. Write word I. There should be no outline. No fill. See, it shows that I, which represents the angle of incidence. Further, we have the angle of refraction. Go to the insert tab, select the same arc, place it over here. So big, make it small. Rotate it, yeah. Make it black. Move it to the exact position where we need to place that curve, as you can see in the diagram in your books. See, I have placed this arc at the angle of refraction. Now I have to write that R. So for that reason we need a text box. Click on the shape, select the text box, place it over here, write the R, which shows the angle of refraction. Make this box a bit smaller. There should be no fill and there should be no outline for it. So now you can see that the angle of incidence and angle of refraction is shown in this diagram. Further, now we need to label this diagram. So for labeling we also need text boxes. For this purpose, go to the shapes, select the text box, place it over here. Write the word normal. You can also increase the font size of these words from the home tab. Make it 12. You can make it bold, but it's not required in this case. And go to the format tab. There is no fill and no outline. So no outline. So it is labeled as normal. Further, we have the incident ray. So we can get the text box from here from this format tab. Select and place it right here. Incident ray. You can move it close to the arrow and just like that. No. So this is your incident ray. Further, we have one thing more I tell you, that you can copy and paste the same text boxes at different places. Like for example, if I want to copy this text box to different places in the same page, so I have to select this text box, press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. It is pasted over here. Grab it and move it to the other place where you want and edit the text like here. Again Ctrl C, Ctrl V, move it to the required place. Edit the text, glass. Once you have copied the text box, you can paste it several times like the way I am doing. Move it to the required place, edit the text, write the refracted sorry, refracted ray and move it close to the refracted ray. So it looks that this ray is labeled with this text. Again Ctrl V, paste the same text box and place it here. Edit the text, emergent ray. So now you can see that we have drawn this diagram in MS Word. One thing more, I'll tell you that if you move any of the object of this diagram, the whole diagram will be disturbed and it will not be a meaningful diagram anymore. So for that reason you have to group all the objects included in this diagram. So select all the objects. For that purpose you have to press Ctrl plus A. It will select all the things inside this diagram. Select all the objects inside this diagram. So you have to select one by one all these items, and after that you have to click right click. Right now it's not working, so let's not group this thing this time. I will show it some other time to you that how you can group all the objects in a diagram, because it takes a bit more time, so the video will be very lengthy and it will be very difficult for me to upload this video. But for now this is enough for all of you to learn that how you can draw a diagram in MS Word document. I hope you have understood the things that how you can place different objects, different shapes available in the MS Word in your document and how you can use them. So after this lesson I am going to give you an assignment inside the Google Classroom, and you have to do that assignment at your homes. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.